Hello, in this video I'm gonna do a tutorial on how to assemble your Lenovo 310 which is 15-inch. So you can see it's already disassembled and we're gonna begin the assembly. If you want to learn how to disassemble it, then also you will most probably find a video on our channel on it, because I've done it earlier, so look up for that. And here we'll show you how to assemble it. So the first thing we should start with is get the bottom lid, which in my case is fully empty, and at first I'll just insert some easy things like the CD drive, which I have right here. I think it'll be the easiest and the best thing to do at first, because you also need to do it in a certain correct order so that everything fits correctly. And we'll begin with the drive. So it's actually like this thing, the connector, the mini SATA connector should be screwed in here, and I'm gonna screw it in a moment. Then I'm gonna slide in this CD-ROM drive. So the mini SATA connector has one screw, which is, I think, this one. So it's sort of like the small screw. I think it's M2 times 3. Yeah, that's the screw you should screw on right here. Then once that is done, you can now slide in the CD-ROM drive in this door right here. So slide it in right like that. Make sure it connects to the connector, and it should be okay here. This screw, you don't need to worry about it. It's screwed in from the bottom at the end of assembling. So now I'm gonna attach the other stuff. Maybe let's attach the display now. I think that it'll be great if we do it now. So to do it, you can see the display has this latch, and you just need to screw it in using 4 screws like that. These are the screws. I don't really remember the size of them. It's M2.5 times 4. So this is the screw that goes on here, 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 and here. I'm gonna screw it in pretty quickly. Okay, now it holds, but we still need 2 more screws to hold it well enough. Okay, I think it's great now. I'm just gonna tighten it a bit more, so I don't feel it's tightened appropriately. Okay, now I have it. So what we should do now is take this antenna cable for the Wi-Fi and make sure it's properly attached here. Actually, I think it'll be better if we didn't have this ROM drive. So I'm gonna just slide it out. Yeah, it'll be much better without it. You can see there are some notches. You just need to attach that cable so it holds onto them. Actually, not that cable, those cables. Yeah, just like that. See, it's not too hard. Just need to follow the path. And this is the last notch right here below this mini SATA tape. It's actually the hardest to get into, but I'm in. Okay. And I'm gonna slide the CD-ROM drive back on. It'll be fine now. Yes, and now let's go to the hard disk. You can do that now or later. I'm gonna do that later maybe. Now let's attach the speakers. So the speakers I have here, and yeah, it's pretty logical which part goes. This is the left part, the right part. Just need to attach them like that. I don't really remember where the cable goes, but I believe it goes in here. Yeah, it seems about right. And those speakers aren't attached with any screws. Just gonna make sure that cable holds well. You can see this little notch right here. This is what you should attach the cable to. It gets pretty tricky, so I'm gonna take the right speaker out. And now it should be way easier. Just like that. Yes, and now the speakers are connected. So the next part would be, I believe, the right USB ports. Just attach them right like that. Then you can also tape them in right here in this place, because that's how they were taped in factory. I still got the glue on it, so I don't need to do anything additionally. And I don't really know if there's like one screw that goes in here. I think that there should be two, but I don't have the second one, so I'm just gonna attach the one. That's why I'm not sure, because I just had the laptop like that, but I don't really know what was done to it earlier. Yes, and now you can see it's screwed in with the M2x3 screw. And now let's go ahead and insert our battery. Battery is pretty important, right? You just need to know how to put it inside. I think just like that. And there will be two M2x3 screws that we'll need for it. So I have them right here. And simply screw them in these two holes. Okay. Yes, and now the battery is in, so we can go ahead and get our fan in. I think, yeah, the fan will be fine now if we put it in. And the cable for the fan also has a few notches that you need to get around. And this one is the most difficult. Please do that carefully, so like nothing gets broken. But if you do that carefully, I don't think you would break something. Just pay enough attention to everything here and it'll be all great. Yeah, just like that. This is how the cable should go in right now. And now we should be able to screw it in with, I guess, one screw. This screw, which is quite long, I think it may be M2 times like 5 or 6, but I can't guarantee that because it's not. Yeah, it's M2 times 6. It's actually named right here on the fan itself. It says that here. And screw that in all the way. Yes, and now it's in. So we should be able to attach our motherboard. our motherboard should go this orientation. Make sure that before you put it on, you take all the tapes and all the tapes that should go above and put them above. So yeah, first align it with the ports here. Then I'm gonna take this cable above the motherboard, this one as well, these three. Then below it, there should be the cable from the fan and the cable from the antenna. And above it should be the display cable. And it should just snap right on. Now, screw it in with 3 screws that are also M2 times 3. And the places you should screw it in are here. Here, next to the fan, I believe. Or no, sorry. The fan is screwed in from the bottom. So it's gonna be here for sure. Okay, and now the last screw goes right next to this port, which is just our mini jack. Okay, now since we have it, we should attach all the cables. First I'm gonna attach the tapes, the tape from the CD-ROM drive. Make sure this notch right here is put up. Then you can put the cable inside and lock it. And do the same with all the other tapes, just like that. Yes, and this one should also go in. And it's fine. Now the battery is gonna go at the end, almost at the end, in the nearest future, let's say that. Yeah, the speakers go right here, and the display cable, which you can also tape in because it was taped in the factory. I'm just gonna lift this notch, put the cable in, close it, and I think it should go below the motherboard a bit. I can't really see it. Okay. So I see where the problem is. I didn't really pay attention to this notch. There is a notch that the cable should go below. So I'm gonna just slightly unscrew the motherboard. I don't know if I can do it. It's the best to unscrew all the screws if you mess something up so you don't snap the motherboard in half. Yeah. So still not enough lift for me to be able to put that cable in the notch. Just take your time, you know, if you forget about something, don't really be scared about it. Just repeat anything you need to repeat. Yeah, I think I need to detach the cables and take the motherboard out, because otherwise I may either break the chassis here because of the ports, or break the motherboard itself, which is a bit worse. And now the motherboard should go off, yes. And as we can see right here, this cable needs to go in this little place for it. And be very careful with this cable. This is a very important cable, which is sort of fragile. I think it's too fragile for, like, it could be a bit more durable. But yeah, I think I got it correctly. I believe that. By the way, on your motherboard, if you don't have your RAM installed, or if you don't have anything else installed, like the heatsink or the or the wireless card, you should do it now. So I'm gonna quickly just detach them, then reattach them just to show you how to do it. I'm just gonna replace this laptop with the motherboard. And let's see. So with the RAM, you can simply detach these two like handles, and then it goes right off. Then if you want to put it back in, please make sure that you do it the correct orientation. The wrong orientation won't align with this notch. So just do it with the correct orientation and snap it in. It'll be just like that. Very simple. Now the Wi-Fi card, just need to use a screwdriver to unscrew it or screw it in. To unscrew it, this is a pretty small screw which I don't know the name of, but yeah, it's pretty small. It's one of the smallest, and like on this laptop. And you can see this is the Wi-Fi card. If you want to attach it back, just put it like that. It'll be at a certain angle. Then push it in and put the screw into that hole. Then screw it in. And with the heatsink, all you need to do is either unscrew these 4 screws or screw them back in. And by the way, you can also reapply the thermal paste if you wish, and it'll most probably help you and your heatsink, so that's great to do it. Although I'm not gonna do it in this video, so yeah, let's go back to the laptop. And now I'm gonna reattach the motherboard. Yes, so the correct orientation is like that. The CPU goes on the bottom. On the top we shouldn't see the CPU. And once we do that, we should attach the ports as earlier. Now you can see the cable for the display will go well. Remember about the tapes to put them at the top. And yes, I think I got everything. Now I can screw it back in again, but this time correctly. I mean, without any problems with the cables, of course. So the screw goes into this hole. Then another one goes into this hole next to the Ethernet port. And the last one goes into this hole next to the mini jack, but the one that's like closer to you. Yes, I think I got it. And now, if I have everything incorrectly, I'm just gonna make sure that all of these screws are tightened well. We can go ahead and attach the cables this time correctly, but without the battery for now. We'll take care about the battery in a moment, but we just don't want any electrical shock. So as we're experimenting with touching the motherboard, if you're touching motherboard, you shouldn't really have battery plugged in. Yes, and this one went in as well, and that display should also go in this time. Yes, and it also glues in. Sticks almost perfectly. I'm just gonna make sure if I close it, if I open it, cable stays in, so it's great. Now, since we have all of that connected, we can go ahead and connect the battery now. I believe we shouldn't really connect it now, but I'm just gonna connect. It doesn't really matter at this point, I believe, since we have it all connected. Now we have everything here. So let's flip the laptop over. I'm just gonna close it. And now here, we should attach the hard drive. So if you have this SATA cable already connected, then it should be no problem. Just put the drive, just slide the drive in, or I'm gonna maybe put it at an angle. See that? Okay. The drive should slide in. Now you should be able to close it, click it here, and it's great. Now, all we need to do is do some finishing steps, which is attaching the keyboard. But before we do that, also, if you have your touchpad detached for any reason, I mean, maybe not the touchpad, because I don't think the touchpad is detachable, but if you have anything here unscrewed, then I'm gonna show you how to screw it, unscrew it and screw it back in, of course. So let's now switch to the keyboard part. Okay, now with the touchpad, I'm not gonna experiment too much here because there's like this plastic thing which I don't really wanna get rid of, but it's all pretty simple, so I don't think it needs much explanation. Here we have two M2x3 screws. And these are for buttons, for the touchpad buttons, of course. You can easily do it like that. Then here are some cables that you need to attach or detach, right? And that's basically everything. I don't think you've like detached the buttons here, and if you have, then they don't have really any screws. They are just attached, you know, they just click on. And now to reattach it, first align it with these notches. Okay, if it aligns well, then you should be able to screw it back in. I didn't put the screws in the organizer, so I thought I lost them, but now I have them. And screw it in. And now we should be able to put the keyboard on the laptop. So what I mean by that is simply take the laptop, make sure it's opened, of course, and put the keyboard part on the laptop, like that, exactly like that. It doesn't really have to sit like too tight right now. Just make sure it's all pretty much aligned and click it in all places. Oh no. I just missed a very important thing, which is aligning the tapes, and I shouldn't really miss that because I don't really want to detach it all now again. But unfortunately I need to, so let's just get that sorted. Yes, perfectly. And yes, this is the thing that you need to remember about these two tapes, which are very important. This is the one for the keyboard and this is the one for the touchpad. They are both very, very important. And what you should do with them is, once you're attaching the keyboard, I'm gonna try to do it at an angle. It's hard to show on camera. If you're attaching the keyboard, then you should put the tapes underneath the motherboard, like that. I think you may see it. Then from the bottom you should be able to just, hold them in place. But it's the, I think, the most tricky part about everything. Just take these two tapes through. Yes, and now I have them. And now I should be able to finally screw everything in. Yeah, so now I'm clicking it. Now I don't really care anymore, since I have everything set. I think I have, but I don't. So I'll redo it again and again and again until I get it. Now I'm pretty much sure I have both of these tapes, and the final clicking part, of course. You can see I have these tapes, so what we should do now is attach all the cables. Yay! First, maybe the tape for the touchpad. Just put it in, close the notch. The keyboard, the same old good thing. Put it in and close the notch. First, maybe open the notch if it's already closed. And close it once it's in. Then, for the antenna cables, make sure they go through all the things they need to go through, all the notches, and put them in. You also have them marked right here. I'm actually gonna zoom it in. You have the black one marked and the gray one marked, so you know the main one is the black one and the aux one is the gray one. And they are pretty tricky to attach as well, because they need to go in at a straight angle. But once you have them, it should look sort of like that. And then I can zoom out and show you how to screw all the screws in. These are gonna be the final screws. So now, just basically need to screw in these three M2 times 6 M2 times 6 screws into here, then here, and here. So first I'm gonna put them in, then I'm gonna take my screwdriver, which I have lost. Just kidding. And screw them in. Make sure they sit tight. But if you're worried about over screwing something, then you can just screw them lightly, these ones, and it should be just fine, but it's best to have them sit tight. Yeah, I think it's right. It's about right, because I've forgotten about a very important thing, which is the fan. Without the fan, our PC will overheat and it'll probably die at some point, which we don't really want. So all you need to do is attach this cable into this port. I think this is the right orientation because it looks like it is. And basically everything is done, almost. Just need to put this door here. I don't remember how to put this door on. I think like that. That maybe. Yes, perfect. And this one goes in here on the drive. This laptop is pretty cool to replace, to fix, to like replace anything on, because you can see how easy it is. You can literally replace everything without any problems. And now let's screw the standard screws, the one for the chassis, in. They like don't say the name of them, so I can't really guess that. And I'm gonna show you, I don't really know where the longer screws go, because I got this laptop like with screws in the wrong places, so I can't really tell you that. So please be careful with that. Just don't over screw, and if you don't know where to put the long screws, then try not putting them at all, because I like before disassembling this laptop, I already saw something which I'm gonna show you. So someone tried to put a longer screw in here, and it doesn't seem like it's intended to take the longer screw, because no, sorry, in here, it doesn't seem like it's intended to take the long screw in here, because there is a bump. I don't know if it's visible on camera, but in person it is pretty much visible. It's a bump with a crack. So don't overscrew. If you're not really sure where the long screw goes, I'm not sure either, so I can't advise you about that. Just make sure that you have all the short screws screwed in. Yeah, so I'm not really able to screw in some of the screws because like the places where the screws go are probably broken in some of these cases. So unfortunately, not everything I'll be able to put a screw in, and that's pretty unfortunate. But you don't really need to worry about the chassis screws. Just make sure there's enough of them to hold the chassis in place. I'm also scared a little bit about this screw right here. It doesn't go in well. I'm gonna work on that later. I think that port may be like just a bit, that hole may be a bit dirty. Yeah, it should go in now. Yeah, so there are 3 more screws, I believe. Yeah, 4, but this one doesn't hold a screw. And besides that, I think I'm great. So yeah, I have 3 more screws to put in. And yeah, here and here the screw holes are just broken. They have just like dissolved, whatever. So I'm not able to put screws in there. Although besides these 2 holes, I was able to put them everywhere else. You can make sure to tighten the screws that you have, and your laptop should be all working. I'm gonna check that. And now I have tested it. I've plugged it in. It all works, as you can see. If I detach the charging cable, it still holds some power. It's not charged, so it won't hold too much, but if anything's not working, battery's not working, display's not working, anything else, then try redoing all the steps. Take your time and it'll all be great. I hope that video was helpful. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and see you next time.